Hey there, language learners. Welcome to Rapid English Podcast, where learning English is fast, fun, and effortless. Grab a coffee, relax, and dive into real practical English with us. Hit subscribe and let's get started.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another deep dive. Today we're looking into making money young. Forget that whole wait till you're older thing. Like, finish school, get a real job, then maybe think about cash. Things are different now,
Yeah, totally different.
especially with the internet and all. So many ways to earn.
It's true. It's like that old path of school, job, then maybe you'll be okay money-wise is like flipped on its head. Young people, they've got more ways than ever to start their own thing and make money on their own.
Right. Okay, so where do we even begin? Someone's maybe still in school, got other stuff going on. Where's a good place to start?
Side hustles are always a good starting point, I think.
Side hustles.
Yeah, it's basically anything you do on the side of your main thing to make a little extra money.
Gotcha.
And the best part is how flexible they are. You can set your own hours, decide how much you want to put in.
So it's not always about turning it into your full-time gig, huh?
Nope, not always.
Oh, okay.
Some folks just want some spending money or to try something new. But they can absolutely grow into a full-on business if that's what you want.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So, what are some of these side hustles that young folks are doing these days?
Well, think about what you're already good at. Are you into art or design?
Yeah.
You could do graphic design on platforms like Fiverr.
Oh, yeah, Fiverr.
Or maybe you're good at math, like tutoring's always a thing.
Yeah, for sure. I've even heard of teens making money editing TikToks for influencers.
Exactly. Those kinds of jobs, they use skills young people are already good at. Editing videos, knowing social media, understanding all the trends online. And it's not even just the money. You build a portfolio, you get real-world experience, you learn about business, all that.
Yeah, that's super valuable. Okay, that makes sense. But what if you want to earn more consistently? Maybe build something bigger. What can you do then?
That's where the internet, it really changes the game. Like content creation, that's huge.
Content creation, right.
Yeah. Platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you can build a following. Then you can earn through ads, sponsorships, even sell your own stuff.
Like Mr. Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Started with gaming videos. Now he's got a huge business.
Of course, those are the big success stories. But it shows what's possible.
Right.
The thing is, the key is consistency and building a real audience, people who connect with what you're making.
So it's not like some get-rich-quick thing. You got to be in it for the long game.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And even if you don't become, the next big thing, it's still good to learn to create stuff that people want to watch, how to be online, and how to connect with people. Those are skills you can use anywhere these days.
True. Okay, so besides content creation, what are some other online ways to make money?
Freelancing is pretty popular.
Freelancing?
Yeah, it's basically offering your skills to clients, but all online. Writing, design, coding, even voiceover work.
Oh, wow. How do you even find these clients? Is it just knowing people, or are there places for that?
There are platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, Freelancer, they connect freelancers with clients from everywhere. And what's good about freelancing is the possibility of quick income. You finish a project, bam, you get paid.
Oh, that's cool. And I bet it's great for getting experience in something you're interested in, too.
Exactly. And while, the pay can change depending on what you can do and how much experience you've got, freelancing can definitely be a real way to make a living.
Okay, so we've got side hustles, we've got content creation, we've got freelancing. Anything else we're missing here?
We can't forget about digital products.
Ooh, digital products.
Yeah. This is where passive income comes in.
Passive income. That sounds interesting. Tell me more.
So imagine you make something once, like an ebook, a course online, design templates, stock photos, and you sell it again and again, without doing extra work each time.
Oh, that sounds pretty nice. You put the work in up front, then it just keeps making money for you, even while you're sleeping.
Exactly. It takes time and effort to make something good at first, but then you can earn from it for a long time. Of course, you still got to get the word out about your product to make sure people know it's there.
Right, right. But the idea of making something that earns money without you constantly working on it, that's pretty appealing. I can see why young entrepreneurs like that.
Absolutely. And the great thing is you can make digital products about almost anything you're into as long as there are people out there who want it.
That's awesome. All right, so we've talked about side hustles, content creation, freelancing, digital products. That's a lot of online stuff. What about the good old-fashioned buying and selling? Can you still make money in the real world?
Of course you can. I mean, there's just something about buying low and selling high.
Yeah.
It's like a classic. It's called flipping. And it's getting popular again, especially with young folks.
Flipping. Okay. What exactly is that?
Basically, it's finding stuff that's worth more than people are selling it for. Like at garage sales, thrift stores, online, even stuff people just give away. Then you resell it and make a profit.
So you got to have a good eye, huh? Like be able to spot the good stuff. What are people flipping these days?
Oh, all kinds of things. Sneakers are huge, especially the limited edition ones. Vintage clothes are popular too. Electronics, furniture, even things like trading cards or old toys.
Wait, people are making money selling like old Pokemon cards.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Nostalgia is a big deal. People want that old stuff. It's all about finding those specific things people want and knowing what they'll pay for it.
So is the key to flipping being good at like bargaining, knowing how to get a good deal?
Bargaining definitely helps, but it's also really understanding the market. What's hot, how to tell what something's actually worth, and how to make it look good for buyers.
It makes sense. Sounds like flipping is all about being creative, knowing your stuff, and having that business mindset.
Exactly. And the great thing is, you can start small and grow as you learn and get more confident. It's a good way to learn about business, meet people, and maybe even make some serious cash.
Okay, so we've talked about all this stuff, digital stuff, real world stuff, but before we wrap up, we got to talk about investing.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people think investing is something you do later in life once you've got a good job and some savings built up.
Right. But isn't it better to start early, even if you can only invest a little bit?
You got it. Time is like the most important thing with investing, thanks to this thing called compound interest.
Compound interest.
Even small investments, if you do it regularly and start early, can grow a lot over time.
Okay, hold on. Can you explain compound interest to me like I'm like 5 years old?
Sure. It's like you earn interest on your interest. So you invest $100, you get 10% interest, now you got $110.
Right.
But next year, you're getting 10% on that $110, not just your original 100. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, getting bigger and bigger.
Okay, I see. The earlier you start, the more time that snowball has to grow. So how do we even start investing when we're young?
Well, there are tons of apps and websites that make it super easy, even if you don't have a lot of money. Like Robinhood and Acorns. They let you invest in stocks and stuff with just a few bucks.
Yeah, I've heard of those. They seem pretty easy to use, even if you don't know much about investing.
That's the idea. They're made for people who are new to investing. And some of them, like Acorns, they even let you invest your spare change by rounding up your purchases.
So you're telling me I can invest like a few cents at a time? That's pretty wild.
It is. Might not seem like much, but it adds up, especially with that compound interest working its magic.
Okay, so we've got those stock market apps for beginners. What about other stuff? I've heard about crypto and NFTs, but they sound kind of risky, especially for young people.
True, crypto and NFTs can be risky, and you should never invest more than you can afford to lose. But if you do your research and understand what you're getting into, there can be big rewards. We've seen young people make a ton of money in that world.
Like some teenagers have become millionaires from crypto.
It just shows how things are changing. New technology is opening up opportunities that didn't exist a few years ago.
Yeah, that's both exciting and a little scary. So say you're interested in more traditional investing, like real estate. Is that even possible for young people? I mean, you usually need a lot of money up front, right?
It used to be way harder, but now there are things like real estate crowdfunding.
Crowdfunding for real estate.
Yeah, these platforms, they take money from a bunch of investors to buy properties. So instead of needing hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy a whole building, you can invest a few thousand, even less, and own a little piece of it.
Like owning a tiny slice of a big building.
Exactly. It's a good way to spread your investments out and maybe benefit from how real estate grows in value over time. And you don't need a ton of money to start.
That's really cool. It makes real estate investing a lot easier for young people.
Yeah.
So with all these options, stock market apps, crypto, real estate crowdfunding, it can be hard to know where to begin. What advice would you give someone young who's just getting started with investing?
The most important thing is to just start and keep at it. Time is on your side, so even if you can only invest a little each month, it's better than nothing.
So don't worry about like trying to perfectly time the market or making these big bets. It's more about getting into the habit of investing.
Exactly. It's about changing your mindset from spending all your money to putting some aside for the future. Think of it like like planting seeds that'll grow into a whole forest over time.
Okay, I like that. But with all these different choices and the risks, investing can still feel scary, right?
Yeah.
Especially for young people who might not have a lot of experience or really know much about money.
True, true. There's a lot to learn. And it's super important to, do your research and get what the risks are before you invest any money. But the good news is there are tons of resources out there to help you.
Like what? Where's a good place to start?
Oh, there are so many books, websites, podcasts, even online courses that'll teach you the basics.
Yeah.
And don't forget about talking to people who already know about investing.
Like a mentor
Yeah.
or a financial advisor.
Yeah, or even just friends or family who've been investing for a while. Don't be shy about asking questions. You can learn a lot from other people's experiences.
Okay, so we've covered a lot in this deep dive. Side hustles, online businesses, flipping, investing. It seems like young people have more ways than ever to make money and be good with money.
Definitely. And it's not just about the money itself. It's about learning skills, learning about business, taking control of your financial future, all that.
So to wrap things up, what's the one big thing you want listeners to take away from this?
Don't wait for the perfect time or the perfect idea. Just start doing something. Take action. Even a small step is a step, right? Once you get going, that momentum will keep you moving forward.
I love that. Action leads to more action. And remember, there's so much help out there. Online communities, mentors, even friends and family who can cheer you on.
Yeah, surround yourself with people who, believe in you and are on that same journey of building their own success.
And never stop learning. Things change so fast that what you know today might be outdated tomorrow. So stay curious, keep wanting to learn, and always be ready to adapt and change with the times.
The future belongs to those who aren't afraid of change, who think outside the box and make their own opportunities.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And with that, we'll wrap up this deep dive. We hope you found it helpful and inspiring. Now go out there and make it happen.